me to share a lingering thought about what happened in the UK with the Tuesday testimony of Rupert and James Murdoch. I'm a bit of a cynic. I'm not a conspiracy guy. I think Oswald killed Kennedy and acted alone. I abhor those who float the notion that 9/11 was an inside job. And I lamented the closing of a chapter today in our space program because I know man has walked on the moon. Having said this, I'm having some doubts about the heroic efforts of Rupert Murdoch's wife to thwart the pie thrower. Now think about it. The whole hearing concerned media manipulation. Parliamentarians were gathered to learn what the Murdochs knew about the hacking and when they knew it. And the testimony didn't go so well. Both Rupert and James Murdoch, they apologized repeatedly but steadfastly refused to take the blame. But the story making the most news, it's the pie and the woman who stopped its delivery. Instead of questions about the veracity of the Murdochs' testimony, there's endless chatter about how a man with a checkered shirt approached Murdoch with a foam pie to slam into his face, only to have Murdoch's spry wife lunge toward the attacker and thwart his attempt to harm her husband. I keep seeing headlines like Crouching Tiger, Flying Murdoch. And what's the accompanying narrative? Don't mess with Wendy Deng, Murdoch's 43-year-old Chinese-born wife. So what should have been a post-mortem analysis of the testimony of two media moguls has now been obscured by laudatory coverage of Mrs. Murdoch. And what do we know of the pie thrower? Well, his name is Johnny Marbles. Johnny Marbles? I may have lost mine, but come on, this activist and comedian whose real name is Jonathan Mayboles was somehow able to evade the security of Parliament with his pie and then get within inches of Murdoch? Let me remind you that News of the World once set up Formula One President Max Mosley with prostitutes on their payroll, leading to that unforgettable headline, F1 boss has sick Nazi orgy with 5 hookers. What's a foam compared to 5 prostitutes with cameras in their bras? So now the attention is all on the pie, and especially on Murdoch's half-his-age wife, Wendy Deng. I'm calling it Piegate. I'm wondering, what did Wendy Deng know, and when did she know it? That's Hardball for now.